Hi students, welcome to our maths class. Today I will start on chapter number 12, exercise number 12.3. Question number 1. Can two events be mutually exclusive and independent simultaneously? Solution. Two events cannot be mutually exclusive and independent simultaneously. Cannot be. Okay. So P of A intersection B equal to 0 and P of A intersection B equal to P of A dot P of B. It is a basic formula. Okay. Now question number 2. If A and B are two events such that P of A union B equal to 0.7, P of A intersection B equal to 0.2, P of B equal to 0.5, then show that A and B are independent. Okay, now P of A union B 0.7, A intersection B 0.2, P of B equal to 0.5. Now we want to prove that A and B are independent. So A and B are independent means you take the formula P of A union B. P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. A intersection B. What is A union B? A union B equal to 0.7. P of A unknown. P of B 0.5. After P of A intersection B 0.2. Now 0.5 minus 0.2 equal to 0.3. Here 0.7 is here. Now P of A equal to that side 0.3 in opposite minus 0.3. So 0.7 minus 0.3 equal to 0.4. So P of A equal to 0.4. Now P of A dot P of B equal to P of A value 0.4, P of B value 0.5. 0.4 into 0.5, 0.20. So P of A intersection B equal to 0.2. Now A and B are independent events. After question number 3, if A and B are two independent events such that P of A union B equal to 0.6, P of A equal to 0.2, find P of B. Given A and B are independent events, P of A intersection B equal to P of A dot P of B. So P of A union B equal to 0.6, P of A equal to 0.2. It is already gave to your book. Now we know that P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Okay, so P of A union B 0.6, P of A equal to 0.2, P of B unknown. P of B unknown. After P of A intersection B, how to write? P of A, P of B. Okay, P of A intersection B, how to write? P of A dot P of B. Now 0.6 plus 0.2 in opposite minus 0.2 equal to P of B minus P of A value 0.2. P of A value 0.2 into P of B. Now 0.6 minus 0.2 equal to 0.4. After P of B is a common factor, taking outside remaining value 1 minus 0.2. 1 minus 0.2 equal to 0.8. So 0.4 equal to P of B into 0.8. Now we want P of B value. Okay, find P of B means we want P of B value. So P of B equal to 0.4 multiple 0.8 in opposite divisible. So 0.4 by 0.8 equal to 4 by 8. So 4 by 8 how to write? 1 by 2. So P of B equal to 0.5. 0.4 divided by 0.8 means here it is 1 tens. So numerator denominator multiple by 10. So 4 by 10 whole divided by 8 by 10. So 10 cancel, remaining value 4 by 8. 4 by 8 means 1 by 2. Okay. 1 by 2 value, reducing value, P of B equal to 0.5. Thank you students. Hi students. Now question number 4. If P of A equal to 0.5, P of B equal to 0.8 and P of B bar A equal to 0.8. Find P of A bar B and P of A union B. Okay. Solution. Given P of A equal to 0.5, P of B equal to 0.8. 0.8. P of B bar A values give 0.8. Okay, now we know that P of B bar A formula, P of A intersection B to P of A. What is P of B bar A? P of B bar A equal to 0.8. P of A intersection B unknown. P of A equal to 0.5. Now we want P of A intersection B value. P of A intersection B equal to, now that side divisible 0.5 in opposite multiple. So 0.8 into 0.5 equal to 0.40. That means 0.4. Okay. Now subdivision 1. P of A bar B equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of B equal to P of A intersection B formula. value 0.4 divided by P of B value 0.8. Okay, P of B value 0.8. So 0.4 divided by 0.8 equal to 0.5. Now P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A value 0.5, P of B value 0.8, P of A intersection B equal to 0.4. Okay, now simplifying the values, 0.5 plus 0.8, 1.3 minus 0.4. 1.3 minus 0.4 equal to 0.9. Okay, thank you students. Question number 5. If for two events A and B, P of A equal to 3 by 4, P of B equal to 2 by 5 and A union B equal to S, find the conditional probability of P of A bar B. Solution. Given P of A equal to 3 by 4, P of B equal to 2 by 5, A union B means S. S means sample space. A union B means S, sample space. P of A union B equal to P of S. So P of A union B equal to, what is P of S value? P of S means probability of S. So S only one is here. So probability S means you take 1. Okay. We know that A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Now P of A union B value 1 equal to P of A value 3 by 4, P of B value 2 by 5 minus P of A intersection B. Now we want to prove that P of A intersection B value. P of A intersection B equal to 3 by 4, 2 by 5 plus 1 in opposite minus 1. Okay. Now 3 5s are 15, 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20 after minus 1. So 15 plus 8 equal to 23 minus 20. 15 plus 8, 23, 20 into 1 minus 20 divided by 20. So P of A intersection B equal to 3 by 20. 23 minus 20 divided by 20. So P of A intersection B equal to 3 by 20. Now P of A bar B equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of B. That is a basic formula. P of A intersection B value 3 by 20. P of B value is 2 by 5. Okay, so 3 by 22 by 5 means 3 by 20 into 5 by 2, reciprocating the value. Now 1 5 is 5, 4 5 are 20. So 3 by 4 into 2. So 3 by 4 into 2 means 3 by 8. 3 by 8 is a final answer. Thank you. Now question number 6. A problem in mathematics is given 3 students whose chances of solving it are 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1 by 5. What is the probability that the problem is solved? Second one, what is the probability that exactly one of them will solve it? Okay. Now P of A solves the problem. Okay, I mean A mean one of the student. So P of A solves the problem. So P of A equal to 1 by 3 chances. Okay. So P of A will not solve the problem means P of A bar. That means 1 minus 1 by 3 equal to 2 by 3. After P of B solve the problem. Another one student. P of B means, so P of B equal to 1 by 4 chances. Okay. After P of B will not solve the problem means P of B bar. That means 1 minus 1 by bar equal to 3 by 4. After P of C will not solve the problem. Okay. P of C solve the problem. So P of C equal to 1 by 5. After P of C will not solve the problem means P of C bar. That means 1 minus 1 by 5 equal to 4 by 5. Now P of none of them will solve the problem. P of none of them will solve the problem means P of A bar intersection B bar intersection C bar. Now how to write P of A dot P of B dot P of C. Now P of A bar means P of A bar value 2 by 3. P of B bar value 3 by 4. P of C bar value 4 by 5. Substitute all the values in this formula. Now 1 3 3 cancel, 4 4 cancel, remaining value 2 by 5. So P of probability of problem is solved equal to 1 minus 2 by 5. 1 minus 2 by 5 equal to 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is a final answer. Now subdivision 2. Probability of exactly one of them will solve it. Okay. So probability exactly one of them will solve it means you take the formula P of A intersection B bar intersection C bar plus P of A bar intersection B intersection C bar plus P of A bar intersection B bar intersection C. Now how to write it? One P of A, P of B bar, P of C bar plus P of A bar, P of B, P of C bar. After P of A bar, P of B bar, P of C. Now substitute all the values in this formula. P of A 1 by 3, P of B 3 by 4, P of C bar 4 by 5 plus P of A bar 2 by 3, P of B 1 by 4, P of C bar 4 by 5 plus P of A bar 2 by 3, P of B bar 3 by 4, P of C 1 by 5. Okay. Now 3 4s are 12, 12 5s are 60, 1 3 is 3, 3 4s are 12. Okay. After 3 4s are 12, 5 4s are 12 5s are 60. After 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. After 3 4s are 12, 12 5s are 16, 2 3s are 6, 6 1s are 6. Okay, so LCM value is 60. So adding the numerator 12 plus 8 plus 6 equal to 26. 26 by 60 equal to 13 by 30. It is a final result of question number 6. Question number 8. One bag contains 5 white and 3 black balls. Another bag contains 4 white and 6 black balls. If one ball is drawn from each bag, find the probability that both are white, both are black, one white and one black. It is very important problem. Okay, now bag A has 5 white and 6 black balls, totally 8 balls. I mean bag A, one bag, another one bag is A. So first bag means A, second bag means B. So one bag has 5 white ball and 3 black balls. So totally 8 balls. After bag B, 4 white balls, 6 black balls. So totally 10 balls. Okay, so probability of white balls from first bag. Probability of white ball from first bag. So white ball 5 is here, total number of balls 8, so 5 by 8. Probability of white balls from second bag. So probability of white ball from second bag means 4 white ball is here, total number of balls 10, so 4 by 10. So recovered probability equal to 5 by 8 into 4 by 10. Okay, so first bag white balls, second bag white balls. So 5 by 8 into 4 by 10 equal to 1 by 4. After second option, probability of black balls from first bag. Black ball 3, total number of balls 8, so 3 by 8. Black balls from second bag, I mean bag B, 6 balls, total number of balls 10, so 6 by 10. After recovered probability equal to 3 by 8 into 6 by 10, so reducing value 9 by 40. Okay, after third subdivision, probability of white ball from first bag and black ball from second bag plus probability of black ball from first bag and white ball from second bag. Okay, so probability of white ball from first bag and probability of black ball from second bag means you take 5 by 8 into 6 by 8 plus probability of black ball from first bag and white ball from second bag means 3 by 8 into 4 by 8. So 5 6 are 30, 8 10s are 80 plus 3 4s are 12, 8 10s are 80. After simplification we get the result 21 by 40. Okay student, now question number 9. 2/3 of your students in a class are boys and rest girls. It is known that the probability of a girl getting a first grade is 0.85 and that the boy is 0.70. Find the probability that a student chosen at a random will get first grade marks. Okay, solution. So probability of selecting a boy. Selecting a boy means 2/3 of your students is here in a class are boys and rest in girls. So 2/3 boys. So selecting a boys means 2/3 boys. After remaining are girls. So 1 by 3 is here. After probability of boy getting first class means 0.70. Probability of girl getting second class means 0.85. So probability of students getting first class mark. So probability of selecting boy into probability of boy getting first class plus probability of selecting a girl into probability of girl getting first class. Okay, so selecting by 2 by 3, probability of boy getting first class means 0.70 plus selecting girl means 1 by 3, I mean 2/3 of boys, 1/3 of girls. Okay, into probability of girl getting first class 0.85. So 2 by 3 into 0.70 equal to 1.4 divided by 3. After 1 into 1, 0.85 equal to 0.85 divided by 3. So 3 is a LCM. After adding 1.4 plus 0.85 equal to 2.25. 2.25 divided by 3 equal to 0.75. It is a final result of question number 9. Now question number 10. Given probability of A equal to 0.4 and probability of A union B equal to 0.7 and find probability of B value. So if A and B are mutually exclusive. Second condition, A and B are independent events. Then third condition, B of A bar B equal to 0.4, probability of B bar A equal to 0.5. Okay, now subdivision 1, given A and B are mutually exclusive. So mutually exclusive means P of A intersection B equal to 0. P of A intersection B equal to 0. After we know that P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A union B value 0.7, P of A value 0.4, P of B value unknown, P of A intersection B equal to 0 because it is mutually exclusive. Okay. Now 0.7 plus 0.4 in opposite minus 0.4. Now P of B only. So 0.7 minus 0.4 equal to 0.3. So P of B equal to 0.3. Okay. P of B equal to 0.3. Now subdivision 2. Given A and B are independent events. A and B are independent events. Independent events means you take P of A intersection B equal to P of A dot P of B. Now A intersection B, P of A, P of B means you take the formula P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. A union B equal to 0.7. Okay, P of A equal to 0.4, P of B equal to unknown minus P of A intersection B equal to, how to write P of A into P of B. Now 0.7 plus 0.4 in opposite minus 0.4. After P of B is a common factor, taking outside remaining value 1 minus P of A. So 0.37 minus 0.4 equal to 0.3 equal to P of B 1 minus, what is P of A value? P of A means 0.4. So 1 minus 0.4, 0.6. So we want P of B value only. So P of B equal to 0.3. That side 0.6 is multiplication. In opposite divisible. So P of B equal to 0.5. Because 0.3 means, how to write 0.3 into 10 by 10. After 0.6 into 10 divided by 10. So 0.3 into 10, 3 whole divided by 10. After 0.6 into 10 means 6 divided by 10. So 10 cancel, remaining value 3 by 6. 3 by 6 how to reduce? 1 3 is 3, 2 3 is 6. So 1 by 2. 1 by 2 how to write? 1 by 2 how to write? 0.5. So P of B equal to 0.5. Now subdivision 3. P of A bar B equal to 0.4. Subdivision 3. P of A bar B equal to 0.4. So P of A bar B equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of B. It is a formula. Now P of A bar B value give 0.4 equal to P of A intersection B. How to write? P of A, P of B minus P of A union B divided by P of B. Now 0.4 equal to P of A value 0.4, P of B value unknown. After P of A union B equal to 0.7. P of A union B equal to 0.7 in our given our book. So probability of B. Now 0.4 minus 0.7 equal to, okay, 0.4 into P of B equal to 0.4 minus 0.7 equal to minus 0.3. So 0.4 P of B equal to P of B minus 0.3 is here. In this case minus 0.3 in opposite plus 0.3. After 0.4 P of B is here. Okay. Now 0.3 equal to in this case P of B minus 0.4 P of B. Okay, 0.3 P of B as it is. Now plus 0.4 P of B in opposite side minus 0.4 P of B. Now 0.3 equal to P of B is a common factor. So 1 minus 0.4 is here. 1 minus 0.4 equal to 0.6. So 0.3 equal to probability B of 0.6. Now P of B equal to 0.3 divided by 0.6. After reducing value 0.5. After subdivision 4, given P of B bar A equal to 0.5. P of B bar A formula, P of A intersection B divided by P of A. Now P of A bar B bar A equal to 0.5 equal to A intersection B formula, P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B divided by P of A. Now 0.5 divisible 0.4 in opposite multiple equal to P of A value 0.4, P of B unknown, P of A union B 0.7. Now 0.4 equal to 0.2. Okay, 0.5 into 0.4, 0.2 equal to P of B 0.4 minus 0.7 equal to minus 0.3. Now we want P of B value. So P of B equal to minus 0.3 in opposite plus 0.3. So P of B equal to 0.5. Okay, thank you students.